One of these days I'm going to clean the top of that fridge. It's funny the different phases you go on. Let me see. I'm going to look at the reflection here. Like right here, you have like those little bags that hipsters and yuppies like to use at the grocery store instead of like paper or plastic. The poor person bagging your groceries. It's like, paper or plastic, sir? And I'm like, I brought my own because I care. How dare you ask me such a question? Oh, man. Turns out those bags are just a big pain in the ass. We always forget to bring them, or we'll bring them and not take them out of the car, or there they sit just on top of the fridge. Well, don't tell anybody, but I think I'm gonna trash them. We're not using them. They're just cluttering up. It's clutter. Clutter everywhere. This is an update video because last night it occurred to me that I enjoy making YouTube videos and I miss doing it. What I've been doing instead, been watching a lot of videos, and the problem with watching a lot of videos is you end up falling victim to the stuff that other people put up. I ain't lying, man. There are days where not a good YouTube video is made. Now, the last 3 or 4 or last couple of weeks haven't really been like that, but you'll go through a patch, man. And if you've been on YouTube for a while, you watch some vids, and no offense to anybody making vids, but you watch some vids, it's like, ugh. I don't know. The rest of y'all might be wondering how I managed to do this awesome audio-video synchronization problem, and I don't know how I do it. It takes a lot of skill and money to have your audio-video delay like this. Now, it's just the webcam, internal in my MacBook. You would think it'd work better, wouldn't you? I could probably get an update on the operating system, go to OS X Snow Cheetah or whatever. But I'm not going to. I could also use the other camera, but I'm not going to. Because I read something interesting in an Ernest Hemingway book about writing, and it's something that Tex Grebner was talking about the other day about YouTubers. And it made me think, he was talking it over with me personally in case you guys think you might have missed something with him, but he was talking about, he quoted Hemingway about how YouTubers are like hookworms in a glass bottle, the same way that writers in New York were like hookworms in a glass bottle, according to Hemingway. Where nobody has an original idea, and they just kind of try to weed their way to the outside of the bottle to put something out there and to make their way. But I mean, that's not to say that I don't see a ton of original stuff on YouTube. I see stuff that blows me away, and I'm really impressed with it. So don't self-assign this if you're a video producer on here. I'm just saying that you see a lot of people trying to follow a cookie cutter pattern of success on YouTube. It'll just drive you up a damn wall. Quick cut scenes and flagrant profanity and really bright colors and shit. I think Oni-san is a real good example of that. I don't know if you guys know him or not, but I'm talking about really popular YouTubers here. Oni-san, man, he's a spitting image of freaking Shane Dawson, and it's wild. I don't know if he's a better version of him or not. I mean, there's only one Shane Dawson, right? The only way to truly be Shane Dawson is to be like on the edge of a nervous breakdown and being funny out of desperation, That was his secret. That's how he did it. Dax Flame, man. It was only I bet most of y'all don't even know who Dax Flame is. But, man, he went viral when he finally broke down. That's when it was. It was utter desperation and just something pure and different. Don't get me wrong. you can ride the coattails of success on here pretty readily. See what works for another person and just mimic it. And I think that's what goes on with a lot of the stuff in the music industry. Like producers and stuff say, "Oh, look, this particular formula sold us 500,000 copies, so we'll just follow this particular formula." Forget what made that formula sell 500,000 copies to begin with, right? Nobody seems to be able to find that. So why, right? Why? Well, we'll go back to Hemingway for that. Because we don't wait until there's water in the well again before we try to draw water. Creativity comes when it comes, for me. That's why it's so difficult for me to say, okay, here's the project that I'm going to do. When I engage in the project on YouTube, if the water ain't there, the water ain't there. And so it is with, video responses, tag responses, and things like that. If the demand isn't in the direction of your creativity, it's going to be hard to pull on it, Or if you have a specific formula for the creative vision you're going to do, like let's say you're concerned with your audio video sync issues, and the one true way that you can do that is by firing up the old HD camera instead of working the webcam. Well, you don't have the room to fire up the HD camera. You don't feel like messing around with the lighting or anything else, And if you're not paid to do this, there's really not much incentive. And hell, even if you are paid to do this, well, you're gonna sit there and spend 4 hours setting up and editing for the $10 a day you're gonna make. That brings me to I don't know. Are we actually starting a series on how to make money on here? Not YouTube itself, but how to make money in general. What different people do to make money. I noticed that Jay Van Derschen, son, one of these silver guys who said he was going to quit YouTube, but then ended up making like 20 more videos. Apparently quitting means you're going to make a shitload more videos. Maybe I should quit. Then I get some videos up, right? Oh, wow. I just discovered the title for this video. People will actually watch it then. Oh, we got to see why he quit. Maybe he's pissed. Maybe he'll rant. I'm not big on ranting. Sorry. Especially over something like YouTube. Like what? I don't know. I wish I could. I used to get pretty fired up on here, but it's hard to when you realize just what all it means, right? But where was I? On the how to make money thing. Was it? I don't know. I'll try to link up the videos. But Jay Vanderheusen has a thing about how to become a millionaire. Epic Cafe. It slips my mind what his current channel's called. Is going to be talking about it. And Nigel Woods Army. I don't know if he's going to be talking about it or not. But I might put up a little something. I'm not by any means affluent, but I've managed to go from the wife and I have managed to go from a somewhat poverty lower class level to solid middle class. So I'll be able to share with you what all it takes to actually remain in the middle class these days when the middle class is disappearing. And it's an interesting dynamic. And just off the top, to give you a clue, I think what happens when you're in the middle class, you end up with a decision to make in order to maintain yourself in the middle class. And this is what they're talking about by a disappearing middle class. You have to continue to conduct yourself the way that the upper class does. That's like always looking out for upward mobility, always managing your assets to the best of your ability. And the old school way of being middle class, and no offense to anybody who did this back in the day, when you could just kind of go to work, punch in, do your thing, punch out, come home, and make a decent living. Unfortunately, the people that do those sorts of things end up getting buried these days, in my opinion. That's why the middle class ends up disappearing, is because the status quo doesn't remain, because it's so much changing and it's so much evolving, and it's an interesting situation. My situation is interesting as well, and I think it may help. Excuse me. I think what I may have to share on there may help somebody who might be going through the same thing or maybe working towards something. Um, I don't I don't particularly have all the answers, um, but you know, like everything else, it is what it is. And I think I have a long way to go, and I don't for a moment think that it's a journey that's come to its end. Uh, you always got to be looking up, so that's pretty cool. Um, I have not lost sight. Continuing on with the update now, I have not lost sight uh, with my philosophy project. I came across something that is extremely interesting with it on the Far Eastern philosophy, and it's one of those things when I found it, it's really clicked. It's like, wow, this is exactly what I've been looking for, because it's say the earliest example of something that's going to have direct present day uh, application. I think you guys are really going to like it. I was excited when I found out, but I want to study it and try to do as much justice to it as it deserves, which I'll fall short, but I'll certainly give it what I can. Um, the other thing is the book project, which has not fallen by the wayside. I talked to the Haas, who was on the project as well. He was the one person that came to mind that I knew we were on the book project together. That is Colonel Richard Hunter's Conservatives of the Interwebs book project that ended up, it had quite a bit. It was up to quite a bit as we were trying to launch it before the last election season around the presidential election. The Haas and I discussed it the other day, and I'm going to be calling up Colonel Hunter on the phone and seeing where he's at. My idea is that we're going to go ahead and move forward, continue to move forward with the project, and have everybody involved keep on grinding away so that we'll have something ready to present for the next election season, which will be our midterm congressional stuff. The idea is that when you're launching a political book, it wouldn't make sense to do it right now. Because the people that are interested in politics have pretty much set ideas and things like that. You want to present uh, political things and things if you're trying to sell them and present a sellable product. You're going to want to do that when the season is right, and when the majority of people aren't politically aware at the moment is not the time to present something. We need to kick it up and do it after a couple things go viral, after it seems like a few things are on the line and people are once again interested. That's when that'll go up. But it's a good. I can't speak for everybody else's stuff, and Haas and I talked it over, and he and I, at least he and I, will move forward with that project, even if it's just a little pamphlet, because we're just looking to get something out there and get something published. But then again, too, that goes back to what I was talking about with the middle class and how to make money thing. Um, we're looking to refine our craft and to do what it takes at the right time. So that's us, man. All right. So there you have it. I'm not actually quitting YouTube. I just titled it like this so that you guys will know that I'm going to make 20 more videos like in short order. Nah, I'm going to concentrate on this Confucius thing, and I may have a couple of videos before then, but yeah, that'll be really good stuff. I can't wait. I really can't wait on this. I'm very excited with the information that I found. So, all right, y'all take care. Hope you're doing well.